I'm Thomas Moore, medical intuitive in White Rock, British Columbia.
And I'm Rita Britnell, and I'm the emotional intuitive, and I work with women and men to help embody their God-Goddess nature.
And we're here to talk to you today about soul ages, specifically for pregnant women, where they can determine what soul age their child will become. The idea behind this is reincarnation, and we reincarnate time and time again, and we elevate through 5 levels, 5 categories of different soul age. Within those 5 categories, there's also 7 different levels, so you have 35 different levels involved in this. The beginning category is infant souls. Infant souls are aboriginals, they're farmers, they're in the outback in Australia, they're in the Amazon jungle. You don't find them very often. The next category are baby souls. Baby souls are politicians, they're firemen, they're policemen. They're very black and white in many ways. They love to suffer, they love drama, and they create a lot of karma for themselves. The next category are young souls. Young souls are very much into money, they're into materialism, they're into power and controlling things. The next category is mature souls, like Rita and myself, who are more into helping other people. They're into more spiritual things, they're more into relationships, healing the planet, and fixing karma they've created in previous levels. The last category are old souls, and old souls are teachers, they're mentors. They generally walk their own path. They sometimes struggle in school because I've done this before. Or they're the Jimmy Buffetts of the world. Sing a few songs, they go to the beach, and they drink a few margaritas. The thing is that every woman who's pregnant has sometimes a number of spirits that are hanging around them wanting to come through. When a woman is pregnant, the spirit for the baby isn't actually inside the baby until birth happens. What happens is the spirit hangs around on the outside of the body, and there's a small thin cord that runs through to the baby. That way there's not 2 spirits inside the same body. When the baby starts to come through the birth, then the spirit pops right in. What happens is that because you have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 different spirits that want to come through, in many instances, the most powerful, the strongest spirit will actually come through unless you actually choose which one. And you can actually choose the spirit you have for your child. We can help with this in the fact that we can determine the number of spirits and what those spirits are like before you're actually the baby's born itself.
So then, as soon as a woman is pregnant and she discovers that you may not have a choice, I didn't know this before. You can come in, she can have a session, Thomas can check her body, he can check the fetus, and at the same time check all the organs, systems, thyroid, adrenals, how's the baby positioned, and so forth. Everything is checked. So it's like a full check over. And then at the same time, he's able to determine the number of souls and their soul ages that are wanting to come through. So each one of these spirits is like saying, I want to have an earthly experience. Pop into a physical body and feel and experience what it feels like to be on planet Earth, to eat nummy food, to have relationship, to experience all of these different aspects that you cannot experience in spirit form. So we recently had a woman who came, a young woman, and she wanted to come. She was very excited. And she had about 5 spirits that were sort of around her. And Thomas explained each one of these. And it was specifically, there might have been a rainbow one. There could be a crystal one, a young soul, a baby soul. It could be an old soul, a mature soul. And he's able to tell which stage that they're at, whether it's level 1, 2, or to 7. And in each one of these levels, really what Thomas is saying is we go through different growth cycles in each one of these levels. And so we have baby souls, we're just learning what this looks like in physicality, and we're not all that smart about it necessarily. The young soul is really good at learning how to make money. And so in this case, this young woman now, we lined them all up for her. And she gets to go away now and decide with her partner which one is a good fit, which one she likes to have. She feels into what's right for her. And that way, she can make a conscious choice. And also the characteristic of the baby comes, you can tell whether it's going to be a calm baby. If it's a young soul, it's definitely more active. You can tell whether it's going to be, he or she is going to be a voracious reader. So there's characteristics that are already there that he's able to determine just looking at that spirit that's hanging out.
Specific traits that each one of these spirits will have that we can actually tell you about. And you can pick those up and say, okay, I choose to have this particular spirit. I choose to have that particular spirit. So it's your choice. You no longer have to take the spirit that just pops through. And this gives you a huge advantage. And another woman that came to us, she felt much more comfortable and much more at peace with herself because she knew what type of spirit was going to be born into her baby.
There's a peacefulness. So this is another pregnant woman who's with us, and she's just feeling way more peaceful about what's about to happen. And she knows she's got now a relationship because she's made a choice of the one. And as soon as she made the choice, sometimes they choose right in the room. And Thomas is able to, their spirit goes, yippee, because that was, and the others go, okay, I'll go line up somewhere else, I guess. So they have to wait to go in somewhere else and have another body to go through. So this spirit is, now this woman gets to have this experience. She knows it's, a soul, older soul, and there's a relationship that's, there's more of an awareness, and that brings already more bonding, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This whole system comes from the Michael system. And you can look this up on the internet. It explains all the different soul levels. The difference is that we can actually tell the type of spirits that are coming through. You can call us on the telephone. We can arrange an appointment that way. We can do it through Skype. We do Skype sessions with people, so you can be anywhere on this planet, get a hold of us, and we can determine the different types of spirits that are coming through so that you have a choice. And that is a huge advantage for the parents.
And at the same time, what happens is we help you to understand what soul age you are, what soul age your partner is. We help you to even understand your family. You go, oh. So it helps us. It's not for judgment, it's for awareness. And then we get to have an understanding of our relationship with our family members, why they do the things they do, why they don't understand you, perhaps. And that really helps you to be more at peace with yourself, too, because once you know what soul age you are, and then you get to choose your baby, your partner, and also you may have a child already. So what's a good fit? There's a second or third child coming through. What's a good fit with the rest of the souls in the family?
Family dynamics. We can explain family dynamics, parents, children, grandparents, etc., and how that whole family dynamic works depending on the soul age, because each soul age has specific traits, and those are clearly definable within this system.
And so there's no right or wrong. There's no judgment of whatever soul age you are. It's just each one of us comes down here for an experience to grow, and whatever we get, and there's another time we'll come back and we'll learn again. So
we continually advance through the categories.
Yeah.
We go through levels. In each one of the 5 categories, there's 7 levels, and we advance through those. And you can have between 1 and 10 lifetimes in each one of those levels. So there's a lot of lifetimes that can actually happen. But we grow through each one of these through experience. Our spirit continues to grow. And this particular aspect, the thing that we can help you with, gives you a great advantage is to be able to choose that type of spirit that's going to come into your family.
There's also crystal children, which you didn't mention, and rainbow.
And indigos as well.
Indigos as well.
And all of these, in many instances, have never been here before.
Some of them,
They're a brand new spirit, so for them, this is a whole new adventure. And they're a little different than someone who's been here many times. So there's also choices in that as well. These spirits it's brand new for them.
So
And
they'll be very curious.
oh yes, very curious, very active, and usually very aware spiritually.
And given the energies that we're in, we're continuing to, the energy on the planet speeding up. We have pulses twice a month for several days. It's not going away. So these new spirits coming back, they're just going to be more attuned or more sensitive to these energies anyways.
Correct.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to give us a call, send us an email, we can help you with this. We can help you with your family dynamics. We can help you choose the spirit that's going to come through your child.
It's pretty joyful actually. So it's a great experience for myself being in the room to support the work that we do and to find out the different ages. I think it's wonderful. I'm a mother myself, and it's a pretty joyful event.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.